Hi, I am so excited to tell you something today. So you're probably seeing the title of this paper and it says Beat Run-Ons with the AAAWWUBBIS. Okay, I've promised that you would get to see the AAAWWUBBIS and here he is. Isn't he a cute little guy? I wouldn't really call him a monster, maybe not a creature, but whatever he is super helpful and I think you're going to like him. So you guys have been doing a fantastic job of working on fixing your run-on sentences. So you've either been putting them into two separate sentences or you've been connecting the pieces, like the two pieces of bread, with a comma and a conjunction. Well, today I'm going to show you how this cute little guy, the AAAWWUBBIS, can help you fix run-on sentences in another way. So you're probably wondering how he got this interesting look, okay? Well, like we've been saying, his name is the AAAWWUBBIS, and that actually stands for something. And it also makes up the different parts of his body. So you notice he has these three A's, okay? These stand for although, which is the same thing as even though, after, and as. Then we move on to the W's. So he's got two W's here for his mouth, and those stand for when and while. If we go to the U, there's his little nose, isn't it so cute? That means until, and then he's got his eyes here, which are made of two-letter B's. So we have before and because. And then he's got kind of an interesting hairstyle, made up of a letter I, which stands for if, and a letter S, which stands for since. So these 10 words, although, after, as, when, while, until, before, because, if, since, are all new conjunctions that you can use to help you fix run-on sentences. So we don't want to call these fanboys because that's not what they are. These have a different name. These are called subordinating conjunctions. But let me show you how we can use the AAAWWUBBIS to help us with our sentences. So if I go down, let's start with this first sentence. She played in the yard. It was too dark to see. Well, I know that's a run-on sentence. Instead of just always saying she played in the yard, comma, and it was too dark to see. Well, it sounds like she's playing in the yard and then something happens. She's going to have to stop. It's too dark to see. So maybe I want to fix that and I say she played in the yard maybe until it was too dark to see. Notice I didn't have to put a comma before I put part of the AAAWWUBBIS in there. That's something really cool about this little guy. He doesn't make you use a comma. Okay, so if you get kind of confused about, do I put the comma before the conjunction? I don't remember. I can never remember. Try an AAAWWUBBIS. It might help you because you don't have to put a comma. Let's try another one. The cows are fed. They have been milked. Okay, well, I think this could sound pretty good if I said, what happened to my nice red font? Let's try this again. There we go. The cows are fed, what about before they have been milked? Okay, that makes more sense. And again, I didn't have to worry about putting in a comma. I used my little buddy here, the AAAWWUBBIS, and I used one of those B's before, and it helps my sentence. Let's try another one. The two girls talked quietly. Kim joined the conversation. Okay. I could use before again and say the two girls talked quietly before Kim joined the conversation. I could use until again, and that would make sense. The two girls talked quietly until Kim joined the conversation. Let's see if there's any others that I could use. What about, oh, maybe Kim is a really loud person. And I could say the two girls talked quietly even though Kim joined the conversation. Maybe she doesn't have a good indoor voice and she's loud. Or maybe the two girls talked quietly after Kim join the conversation? Or when? Why don't I try when? Let's see. Maybe they don't want Kim to hear as much or something like that. So they say, I'll forget my red font. The two girls talked quietly when Kim joined the conversation. Trouble typing again. Okay, so again, my AAAWWUBBIS connects these two parts of the sentence without having to worry about commas. Okay, here's a sentence that describes me, or actually two sentences. I kept eating. My stomach was really hurting. Well, some of you guys, I know it really bothers you if your sentences are short. And yeah, sometimes a short sentence can be kind of boring. Sometimes they're okay, but in this case, I kept eating. My stomach was really hurting. It's kind of boring. So maybe I want to make this one, I kept eating, although, which was the same thing as even though, my stomach was really hurting. That makes sense, okay? So now I have one nice sentence. I've combined those two parts. I put something in between them with although, and now I have a good sentence. Okay, let's try another one. This will be our last one. I always have fun. I go to school. Okay, what about, kind of depends on who you are with this one. You could say, I always have fun when I go to school. That would be for those people who like school. Maybe I always have, I'm in trouble here, have fun after I go to school. In case you're not one of those people that necessarily has fun at school. Again, for those people, I always have fun until I go to school. Okay, so a couple different options that you can use there. That is what is so great about the AAAWWUBBIS. This crazy looking little friend here that we've got now is a great source for you to continue beating those run-on sentences. So don't forget, he's got 3 A's. Okay, that's your although, after, as. Then 2 W's for when and while. That U for until. The B's for before and because. The I for if. And the S for since. Okay, so try using those sometimes instead of just always relying on our fanboys or separating them into 2 sentences. And I bet you'll have lots of luck. Good luck.